I want to directly begin with a meditation. I know that I have read here that you feel a little bit overwhelmed and that you need a little bit of recharge. And if the topic of this event has been, calling you, there is something there in it for you, then it's good that you're here. And those of you guys who registered, but you will look this session as a recording, you're all welcome. So please take a finally comfortable seat wherever you are and give yourself a moment to arrive. Give yourself a few moments just to bring yourself to the present moment. If you need to lie down, you can lie down. If you want to sit, sit. And just take a huge deep breath into your nose and long, big exhale out through your mouth. If you can or want, place one palm on your belly, one palm on your chest. And this is your space, this is your place, this is the moment just for you. It's the moment to reconnect with yourself. It's the moment to give back to yourself. So fully honor this minute of you entering your space. And for a few minutes, I invite us just to use our breath as the tool to start clearing and start releasing that energy of exhaustion from the body. So if you become a bit more sensitive, tune in, listen to your body, and ask your body to show you where the energy of exhaustion, overwhelm lives in your system. And the key here is to know that it's not you who exhausted or overwhelmed, but is that you have this energy inside of you. So as you will be letting go, you are not going to disappear. You are not going to let go of all of yourself. You're letting go only precisely this energy of exhaustion and overwhelm. And now with intention to liberate it out like a genie in a bottle, to open the bottle, to open your body, to open your psyche, to open your internal space, your emotional center, your heart chest area. Begin to breathe exactly in that place where you feel this energy has been living, concentrating, gathering in your system. And because I cannot see you and cannot hear you, you can give yourself fullest permission to yawn, to sigh, even to make any kind of noise. If the body will say, I want to stretch, you can stretch your body. You can moan, you can yawn, you can do what feels intuitively right for you to begin to let it go. Big deep breaths. Don't stop breathing. And the deeper you go into sensing and feeling where this energy is hiding in the layers of your energy body around you. Maybe it feels like it's wrapping around you, or it's pressing on the sides of your head, or it's just making you feel closed in your heart or your throat. or it's focused in your lower back or lower belly. Just start opening the system by breathing, inhaling into your nose, exhaling out through your mouth, fully giving yourself permission now to begin to release. And because you know that this energy is not you, this energy is something that you have been accumulating and wasn't working with it, wasn't letting it go. It's just kind of compressed there and stayed there. So with a deep breath, you're draining all this energy out of your space, your mind space, emotional space, your solar plexus. Let it begin to just flow out and release. And just notice how your body starts to feel a little bit more lighter or a little bit more tired, a little bit more heavier when it's letting it go. Keep your eyes closed, full permission to be with yourself, fullest permission to let it go. All the buildup. Please take 5 more breaths. Give it all out, even if you need to really make a louder sound, a sound that is coming from the throat, from the chest, that is kind of just inviting it to free out of your body. And I can sense some of you are opening your crown chakra, your crown center, and it's coming out like a little bit like a fog or like a steam out of your head. Because the energy of exhaustion usually lives in the area of the mind, in the area of rational analytic. So as you continue with 2 more breaths, just allow this kind of steamy energy coming out of the crown of your head. And then stop breathing deeply. Come back to your natural breath. And just pause in silence. Just let it all settle down. Let it all settle in. There may be more that your system is ready to let go. Just for a moment, pause, start to quiet it all down. And when you're ready, you can come back and please just send one note to me in this chat saying, what was your experience of letting go this energy? Or what is the place where you felt that energy really was located in your system? It's really helpful for me to understand where you're storing exhaustion. What is your experience of that? Throat, chest, forehead. Yes, forehead. Yes. Beautiful. It's not beautiful, but beautiful because it totally connects to what I'm going to talk about next. In my head, like there was pressure in my skull. Yes. Head, forehead behind my eyes. Oh God. Crown, lower back. Yes. Okay. Now, ladies, and I think we're here all ladies, but if there are any men here, you're also can relate to that. So what I want to bring here, and that might be a little bit like a new information for you. Head all around and shoulders, yes. This might be a bit new information for you, but I really invite you just to open your mind and to listen to this information, because this is really key to understand. So we are not only our physical body, we have our energetic system. And if we speak in energetic system language, or we speak in a language of chakra system, when you are working, right, when you're sitting at the office, when you are listening on the phone calls, when you are typing, writing, when you're analyzing, processing, you are in your rational. So of course, this area of the crown of your head and the head can be overloaded with information and making you feel tired, exhausted, and overwhelmed. So to use your rational mind, of course, it's very healthy and it's necessary to do that. But in a way, when you overuse it, what happens? You start to take away and drain energy from the lower chakras in your body. And what I mean by lower chakras, this is your first chakra and your second chakra. And mainly when we are too much in our rational, we drain out the energy from the second chakra. What is second chakra? Second chakra is a space of creative energy. That's the place where we, as women, we're creating babies, and just as beings, we're creating projects, we're creating our artwork, we're creating our amazing food, right? We're cooking from that place, we're dancing from that place, we are having fun from that place, we are making love from that place. We are giving also healing energy from our second chakra to our children, friends, spouses, etc. So second chakra, its natural color is orange, and it is the juice of life. So now, if you notice, this energy of rational, analytical mind is very, very different from the energy of the juice of life. And the problem of exhaustion, why we experience, especially as women in the body, we experience exhaustion because we drain this creative energy of our second chakra to the head. And then when we don't switch the gears, we don't replenish the center second chakra of joy, pleasure, playfulness, creativity, giving and receiving pleasure. We don't activate our second chakra with any creative work, we get stuck. And then we get in the cycle of just being drained again and again. So what intuitively we might feel like doing to replenish the energy of second chakra, and that's energy of really nourishment, that's energy of pleasure, energy of having fun. We want to go and to have a drink. We want to go and have like a very hearty meal. We want to entertain ourselves so we can watch series, because this is kind of a fake food for second chakra. Like you have a little bit of wine, that's a way to replenish energy of second chakra, but it's kind of not, because when the wine comes out and drains out of your system, your second chakra feels even more depleted. The same with the food, the same with all kinds of entertainment. So intuitively, we feel like we need to, close the door of our office, and then how we want to replenish, let's have a food, let's have a drink, let's distract ourselves, let's have a concert, or kind of any kind of entertainment. That should be kind of replenishing. And it works. We have this very fast fast food replenishment for the second chakra, but it's not really replenishing the second chakra. So the main key here really to understand how we fall from one end to another end and how we get depleted. The more we are in the head, the more we are in the rational, the more we cannot disconnect from the mind, the more we would want to check out and replenish that with over-nourishing the second chakra with kind of all kinds of pleasures. But sometimes these pleasures, like a lot of sugar and things, it can give a little bit of energy to us, but then it will take a lot of energy back. So really, to replenish the second chakra, first of all, is to switch off our phones. Scrolling, Googling, going and losing yourself in the web is very depleting again. Why? Because it's entertaining for the second chakra. It's a fake entertainment, but you're still in your head. And when you're in your phone, like you're scrolling, your energy not is in your body, your energy is in the phone. So you don't feel connected to your body. And then the body will want to be felt again. It will want to feel connected. And it will tell you, go and eat that big piece of something because it wants to feel again back. And usually a way to come back into the body for our energy is to eat something. So sometimes this is how we lose it. So the first thing is no phones, no computers. I'm not saying for the whole day after you finish the job, but at least for 3 hours, I would say try to plan it in a way that you don't need to use your phone. And what would be the most nourishing and replenishing for you is just to go for a nice walk breathing without listening to a podcast, without talking with anyone on the phone, without just doing anything entertaining or mind agitating on top of it. Just you as you are, with a dog, with a friend, together with someone, having a nice chat, going out and just looking at the nature, looking at just surrounding what's happening here in the real world, right around yourself. The most amazing would be to go and get a yoga class, right? Just to kind of also through yoga stretches, yoga poses, start to release, let go, and switch from the mind to the body. Have a really healthy, nourishing food. I remember when I was back in the days, I had an office job. And I was so drained every time after that. And mainly drained because actually I wasn't really happy with the job that I was doing. Wasn't connecting to my essence in any way. So I would go and I would want like a bag of chips, and I would just crave that bag of chips, and it would kind of replenish all this energy that I needed, like this pleasure or kind of happiness or something. But then I would feel so upset with myself that I put it in my body. So we might want a croissant, a donut, or a cake, or like a big heavy meal. Plan it and get yourself a really healthy food. Something that will make you feel good about yourself, like you're just nourishing yourself. An act of eating, again, if it's mindful, you're giving back to your body, you're giving back to yourself. And of course, no TV and no phones while you're nourishing that precious self. And it's really a habit change. It's I know what I'm saying is not a rocket science, but it's really when we become conscious and aware of that, these small details, they're all really matter. The third thing I would say, connect to an element. Connect to one kind of element. It can be earth. If it's summer, you can walk barefoot somewhere on the grass in the park. You can go and take a bath. You can jump into the sea if you can, or you can take a long bath or a long shower. And the water element is always a purifying and also can really shift and change how you feel. For sure, meditation could work in a great way. And right now, after I will just finish with this difference between our rational energy and joyful, creative energy, I want to practice with you this meditation, something that I would do when I just need to close one door to the work life and open another door to my own life, to my personal life, to the life of myself. So please let me know if you have any questions about this, because I know for some people, this chakras is, what are you talking about? But everything is really working in a subtle way. And it's very interesting to see how these energies are playing with us. Please let me know here in the chat if you have any questions, how this functions, how we change from the second chakra or pleasure when we're nourishing ourselves to the rational, and how it's getting imbalanced or how it's getting drained. And a little secret: if you feel you are not sexually fulfilled, if you feel that your libido is low, you don't feel like having sex, or you don't feel any sexual energy, that means you have drained your second chakra. Or on the opposite, if you feel like you just really need to go and have like a vigorous sex and really, really, really like work this energy out, it also means your second chakra is in a kind of emergency mode. So these two polarities, like a very instant way, just wanting to have sex, and not wanting to have sex at all, because our sexual energy will immediately help us to see and understand what is actually really happening in our system, how drained is our system. And the second chakra, you can imagine it is like a big ball of orange energy that is feeding all the rest of our energetic system. This is where from we actually harvest this juice of life, willingness to be inspired, to be creative, to play. That's where our joyful nature lives in. So I notice working with people, this tendency that the more they work, especially talk about women, men for sure as well, but the more women work and the more women are in the head, the more and more difficult it is for them just to feel like they want to connect with their partner or with their husband. And it's very like a very, very different types of energy: the rational, the analytical, and the sexual. And we don't even talk about the heart, right? Again, if all of our energy is in the head, is in the mind, is in the rational, then the heart is also doesn't have enough attention. I don't see any questions from you guys. Just send me a plus if it makes sense to you then. Armin says, if I'm exhausted, it's hard to plan ahead and make soup instead of ordering pizza. But if you're ordering, you can order like a green salad. Like if you're ordering, you can order any other kind of food. Makes sense. Okay. So this work life, it has to be managed. And the only person who is in charge of this management is ourselves. We need to manage it. Otherwise, it will be managing us, right? And then we get unconscious, we order pizza, and we just have a pizza, and we feel a little bit of pleasure, all this fat, sugar, salt mix that makes us feel a little bit high. And then we fall asleep. We didn't get any real energy back. We didn't actually replenish and nourish ourselves. And then we go another day and we spend it all again. And the more we find ourselves in this circle, in the cycle, the more it sucks us in. And the more it's difficult to get out of it. When I feel exhausted, I feel the urge of warm food, but can be a vegetable soup. Yes, yes. What is best for second chakra? What about sound therapy like gong singable? Yes, yes, vibration for sure. Changing your vibration through the sound healing is a great idea. It's a meditation. Plus, it is balancing your energy. So probably if you took gong bath or singing bowl meditation after your work, I'm sure you felt tremendously better or tremendously different. But the really key here to understand, we need to become aware of that, right? We need to know this. Where is it all coming from? How do we fall in the cycle? All right. Shall we practice one more meditation before we continue moving on? I have a few other things to cover here today. Just find your comfortable seat, close your eyes. This meditation is a visualization meditation, and it will work with your energy. And where is your focus? Where is your attention? That is the place where the most of your energy is located. So as your eyes are closed, as you're fully present with your body, as you're fully present with yourself, give yourself another few breaths. And all the energy, even while you're watching this session, you're looking at the screen, part of you is going to the screen. Part of your energy is there, not in the body. So as you're closing your eyes, call all the energy from this live, from being in the internet. Start calling all your energy from the office where you have been today or other places. Just give yourself a moment to see where you have left bits and pieces of your attention, your focus, your mind. And see it as a big ocean kind of coming back into you, like this big ocean of your awareness, big ocean of your consciousness is coming back from all the directions, places, book you have read, your files in the computer, taking the energy from the people you worked with. This is a lot of energy. Nice deep inhale, nice deep exhale. And now find this focus, attention, yourself, your presence, surrounded, located in the area of your head, the front and the back, the right and the left, the crown. And with conscious breath, start to kind of bring it down. And I'm using my hands even just to help myself to start to peel down and move down all this energy from my head down into my shoulders and my chest. And we are not working here with energy of exhaustion. We are working here with your focus and attention. It's you. It's your psychic self. It's your energetic body. Just move it down to your chest, to your shoulders. And if you still feel it's somewhere above your head, go and pick it up and start to move it down. Literally with your hands. I can sense some of you are really out above your head. So that can take a little bit longer for you, but keep doing it. Breathe. With each exhalation, let the energy, just your presence, your attention move and find yourself in the area, in the zone of your upper body, chest, heart, shoulders. Hold it here for a moment. And then you may start to move it again, kind of spreading your energy, spreading your attention down into your belly. So your belly is waking up, your energy is coming back into your belly. And then start to push it even lower down into your hip zone. And I exactly can tell that for some of you, it might be quite difficult even to feel this part. And that's exactly also where our sexual energy is, or our sexual organs. So just take a few breaths here and just let your attention start to move into your sexual organs. Something totally that we disconnect from when we are in the head. We forget about this beautiful part of ourselves, this hub of pleasure and life force energy. Take a nice deep breath and let all of your sexual organs remember. And then you can send it way down through your legs and find it back in your feet. Just for a moment, let all of your presence, all of your consciousness focus in your feet, like if they would be pulsing a little bit. Again, don't feel frustrated if you don't feel anything of that. Just means you need a bit more time to bring all of yourself again into the body. Just fully relax. And let this, I see it as nice, orangey, golden energy gather and focus in your feet. And then one more time, take your arms all the way up above your head and just slowly start again to bring, but a bit faster, your consciousness, your focus, your attention down and spreading all of that down your body, heart, belly, lower belly, sexual organs, hips, legs, and land in your feet and hold it. I really want to get us to a place where all your body begins to say, oh, I remember this feeling. I'm alive. Let's do the third time. So take your arms above your head and all this energy that is hovering above you, your focus, your attention, your life force, and start to bring it down. Like if you're using French press, start to bring it down, spreading it into your face, your throat, your chest. Breathe. Belly relax, fully the belly. Lower belly, relax fully the lower belly. Sexual organs say hi. Hips, legs, move it down and drop it to your feet. And just keep your eyes closed. Relax fully and pause here for a moment. Notice the subtle sensation in your body. Maybe a bit of a tingling, or maybe warmth, or maybe you see the color. And if you need to yawn or take really few deep breaths, do that. Let it all land back. And locate and center yourself right behind your eyes, there in your place of consciousness. Kind of saying to all your system, I'm back. And when you're ready, come back. It can take you 5 minutes, literally, to just do this. And with the time, you don't need to use your hands. I think I like to use my hands just because I really can fully embody what I'm doing. But actually, when you're train your attention to do what you're saying it to do, you don't need to use your hands. You can just call everything down, down, down. So if anyone wants to share, just drop a little note in the chat. How did it feel for you? Or just a plus if you feel any shift or any difference in your body. And we can even use, this sense check. And now, if I ask myself, do I want a bag of chips? Not that much anymore. So sometimes if we catch ourselves, like we have like a craving, and let's really identify what we actually are craving for. Feeling of warmth and grounding, re-entered and re-energized. I feel more balanced, very calming, centering. Definitely not craving McDonald's like I did the other day. Light goosebumps on my arms, tingles on my feet. Yeah, that's how the energy is coming back into the body. So I really want you, beautiful ladies, to get this. When we are stressed, when we are in the mind, all of this beautiful sensation is just hovering above our head. So I would even say we are hovering above our head. And if we consciously don't do anything to bring ourselves back into the body, we will want to use substances. We will want to distract ourselves. We will want to eat something not very healthy to feel a bit more in the body again. And just this very small awareness can really be life-changing. Just catch yourself every moment you feel, oh, I'm totally spaced out. This stressful situation or this person or this project or this moment just completely took me out of my body. And this is your job. It's no one's job to bring yourself back. As you're leaving your body yourself, you need to come back yourself. So I will want to move now to the next thing that I want to share with you, and that's kind of this stress management. And everything is energy. And when there is a stressful situation or a person who is, I don't know, annoying, or you are not in a good relationships with, or anything that makes you feel stressed, you have, again, the free will, and you have a choice how much of your energy you're going to give there. And I sometimes see myself getting caught up in something just that really annoying. And I literally can feel how I'm just feeding that. I'm draining my system, my life force energy, my psyche, my heart energy, my sexual energy is all going to this problem. So what happens? I'm getting empty and depleted, and this problem getting even more energy than it had before. And still until now, I tell myself, stop it. Don't give even an ounce of your energy to this more. So if this is you and this is your stress, keep it away. Don't take it all in. Have a healthy boundary. Treat it like a separate object that you consciously don't want to have in your space. But if you feel the stress is really coming close, just breathe, take a moment, don't buy into the stress and push it away. First rule is to create distance and to create space. And that can be any other energy, right? To create the distance. And just close your eyes, see, okay, so stress is not here. Stress is not in my bubble. Stress is not in my field. Take it out of your bubble, take it out of your field so you can see it. And then see how much of your energy you already invested there. And this kind of investments that you're going to lose, for sure. And then make a conscious decision and use your free will to claim it back. Let's do it quickly. We have a few minutes left, but I really want to have you like really experience that, because we can talk a lot, but at the end of the day, we need to learn how to do that. So close your eyes for a moment. It's going to be like a quick test. Center yourself back into your body. And then in your bubble, like egg-shaped form around you, identify what is the stress. What is the situation or a thing or a problem that came too close to you? It's right here. It's like breathing into your right ear. What is that? Something that is really making you feel uncomfortable or unhappy. And now start to, in your mind's eye, see how this thing, and you can command it. You are the captain. Start pushing it out of your bubble, right in front of you. Push it out, say, get out, get out, get out, get out, out of my space, far away, far away, far away. And just take a moment to feel this distance. This is your space. And there is stress. Take a deep breath. And just notice you don't really need to be together with it. You don't need to hold hands with it. It's your choice. And now see, intuitively, you will feel it. You will know how much you gave, how much you invested into this stressful thing, project, person, situation, how much you invested already. And take a deep breath in, deep breath out, and say, come back. Please call yourself back from the stress. Leave the stress further and further away and call all the energy you have invested back. Before you fully let it go, take it back. Breathe, let it come back in your bubble. Only your investments, only your psychic energy, life force energy, your power, your heart energy. And then just send the stress out into the edge of the universe and blow it up into thousands of millions of pieces. Pay no interest. Just don't pay your energy to this. Deep breath in and deep breath out. Okay. And really now, if you want to share your experience, you can simply unmute yourself and just share. I really, really want to know, how did it feel for you? I want to hear your voice. Any of you, you can raise your hand and I will find you. Don't be shy. If you don't feel like putting up your camera, that's okay as well for me, with me. So you can just simply unmute yourself. Armin. You can unmute yourself if you feel like sharing.
I kind of drifted off. Sorry, I fell asleep.
Hello. Hi, Armin. Oh, you muted yourself again. Share with us, how did it feel?
I actually have to physically move. Can you hear me okay?
Not really. There is like a little bit of a problem with the sound, but I know you wasn't preparing to speak, so it's okay.
Yeah, can you hear me now?
It's breaking a little bit.
It's faint. Oh, that's weird. Yeah, I actually physically moved the energy down, so I kind of like brushed it down my shoulders. And
Yeah.
that seemed to help.
Yeah. Yeah. Thank you. Okay. So this kind of few things, Rebecca, this was a wonderful meditation. I'm feeling so much better connected to my body. Thank you, Rebecca. Liberating to me. Edith, you want to share a bit more? What was liberated?
Liberating was to know that actually stress is not me, so that it's just a thing that's that I create myself, or that I connect with myself. But yeah, to see it in the way that you described was liberating to me. So I think I will remember. It's a new way of thinking that yes, stress is actually just something that I can also push away, and that it's not me, but something that I can deal with.
Absolutely, yes. And any of that is not you. Any of that is not you. Whatever you're experiencing that doesn't feel good in your body, just remember, oh, it's not me. And just take it out and create this distance and just feel this distance between you and that energy. That's really a biggest part of that. Thank you so much, Edith, for sharing.
It's not always easy to make this disconnection. Yeah, not always easy to make this disconnection, but
really, I think it's trying. I think it's quite easy. I think you just want to separate yourself. It's just, oh, it's not me. Get out. And it's just a will, a desire, and even like a feeling empowered to command, just to create a space. Thank you, Edith, for sharing.
Yes. Thank you for the beautiful meditation.
Thank you. Okay. Thank you, Tracy. Thank you, Rosalie. The very last thing that I want to mention is I really suggest and recommend you to create for yourself a small ritual, a ritual where the work moment, work day, work energy ends, and when the life energy begins. Okay, so when it ends and when it begins. And what I suggest you to do is to put the computer down, to take a breath, to sit down before you leave, and just gather all your energy from this working environment. Kind of leave everything that you want to leave, like just put it out, all these thoughts, what you need to think about, what you need to figure out, who you need to call, what meetings you have, just leave it all here. Like if you would be just taking your kind of working suit off, leaving this clothes there on the chair, and then get out, go to the park, breathe, don't go immediately to what's next, what is my next thing today, and say to yourself, I'm free. And then the most important, embark on something really beautiful and creative. Try to do something creative, something that will start to engage with your creative energy, with the energy of your second chakra, will nourish you. Painting, exercising, connecting with nature, connecting with animals, reading an interesting book, self-growth, self-education, learn about chakras more. There is so much to learn about. Learn about energy, learn about psychology, something that will actually really make your life more happier, healthier, and you might be more nourished in your life than before. And something creative, something that doesn't need to use your rational mind, would be the most nourishing for all of yourself.